The OKC Thunder just lost Game 6 to the Dallas Mavericks, 117 to 116 to send the Thunder home and end their season early, as we've all had expectations to make the finals and make the Western Conference Finals this season with how well the team performed and outlived their expectations and standards this season. But this video, we're going to react to the game. We're going to react to what all happened, look at the box score. We're going to try to stay positive. That's what we're going to look at. Try to stay positive, look at what we did well, especially going into next season, and not harsh and, attack on all the negatives that happened. All I got for you guys today is just comment, leave a like if you guys enjoy what I had to say about the game. And just like I mentioned before in previous videos, just comment what you guys think we could have done better, or what you guys were really impressed with that we did. Not really just this playoff series, but also realistically the whole season, what you guys thought about the whole season, because there's a lot that we can look at that we did very well. And so without all that out of the way now, we'll go ahead and get into the video. It was a tough game. Sorry guys for low voice. My voice is gone a little bit. It's not fully there, and I'm a little upset at the loss too. All right, let's get that clear. That's playing in the voice a little bit. I'm upset with the loss, but it was tough. It was 117-116, I believe. We lost on a three-point attempt that was fouled by P.J. Washington. He went to the line. SGA committed the foul. SGA even talked about it, how he said he wishes he could go back and redo that play over and over again because he knows that he went out a little bit too hard there. But it is what it is. It's over. Can't do anything about it now. We just got to look at the positives and the bright sides. And so go ahead, look at the Mavericks box score here. And you're going to see when I show you the Thunder box score, there's something that stands out to me that I kind of think is the reason we lost this game. 3-point shooting, they shot well, 47%. All right, they made 16 threes. That is not the reason. They shot 51% from the field. That's not the reason. All right, I don't think that's the reason we lost. Luka had a triple-double. Once again, 29 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. Kyrie Irving had a great game as well, 22 points with 3 assists and 2 rebounds. 4 turnovers. That helped us out there to keep it close. Daniel Gafford had 10 points, 7 boards. Derrick Jones Jr., 22 points, which stands out to me. That's one of the reasons we lost. Somehow he went off like that again. P.J. Washington, 9 points, 2 of 6 from the field. His only 2 shots were 3-pointers. He also went 3 of 5 from the line. 2 of those coming late in the game to give Dallas the lead with 2.5 seconds left. 5 rebounds, 2 assists. He also had 5 fouls in the game. Their bench, Derek Lively stepped up a ton. 15 rebounds and 12 points. That's really impressive there by the rookie, I believe. If I'm correct, he's a rookie. You can also correct me on that. I'm tired. My head's not really straight with this loss, but the rest of their bench didn't really do anything all that impressive. And you go down and look at their numbers. I already told you their shooting percentages, what they did from the field in those regards. Rebounding wise, they had 47 boards, 25 assists, 5 steals, 4 blocks. Defensively, they weren't really standing out to me the entire game, especially since they led up 116 points, and we had a bunch of guys finally go off again and play like they usually can. Had 17 turnovers, and we had to capitalize on those. I feel like there was sometimes we didn't capitalize on the turnovers, and it also led to this loss. But there's one number that kind of really sticks out to me, and it's kind of the free throw numbers. That's what's sticking out to me. As you saw there, they went 17 to 24, not the greatest shooting numbers there, but it's the fact that they got to the line 24 times. When you look at our box score that I'll show you in a minute, it really sticks out like a sore thumb and shows you man, they really attacked on that side and got to the line and won this game because they were able to do that, and we weren't doing it as well. Now, with our box score here, instantly I'm going to show you that. Free throw numbers. We went 13 to 17. That's not horrible. Usually we're 15 of 17, 16 of 17. We usually only miss 1 or 2. And SGA, which it was weird, he went 4 of 7 from the line. But it's the fact that they got to the line 7 more times than us. If we went to the line 24 times as well, I think we win this game by 5 because we make 5 out of 7 of those free throws. Or I'm sorry, math's not mathing there. I think we win by 4 because we make 5 out of 7 of them. Our shooting numbers actually improved a little bit. 3-point numbers still could be better. 36% from behind the arc. Significant improvement since the last game where we went 10 of 40, 25%. field goal numbers, I would like that to be at 50%. But like I mentioned before, numbers are way better than we had been doing. And I'm proud that we actually ended on a high note with our shooting and how well we played in really all regards. Another thing that sticks out to me is the rebound battle. Only 31 boards. And this is something that's been going on this whole series and a question throughout the whole year. Are we big enough to compete with other teams? Can we actually win the rebound battles and somehow win these games and win some playoff series? And it kind of showed, once again, this whole series, it shows the significance of us grabbing a big man in the offseason. It shows that significance of it. And unfortunately, we might have to go away with one of our key players at the moment. If not, maybe we can get some of cap space. But I feel like what we're going to try to do, instead of signing someone so we have all that money to kind of try and extend some other players, is I feel like we're going to try and trade for someone. And so, unfortunately, that means we have to give up a key part of our guys. But, hey, it's fine. If that helps us get to that next step, I'm sure everyone would be fine with it. We knew with how much talent we had on this team, it was meant to happen at some point. 25 assists. We were moving the ball around well, I thought. 10 steals. Impressive there. I love that. 5 blocks, 8 turnovers, kept the turnovers low. That's something we've done this entire series. I feel like we've kept the turnovers low, but yet we're still losing all these games. Then you look at the individual performances. Shai had an absolute monstrous night. 36 points, 14 to 25 from the field, 4 of 5 from behind the arc. J-Dub finally stepping up again. 8 of 16 from the field, 3 of 5 from behind the arc, 22 points with 9 rebounds and 8 assists. He almost had a triple-double there. Chet Holmgren, he had a good night, 21 points. It's just a matter of the fact he went 1 of 7 from behind the arc. We needed him to knock down some shots, and he just didn't, and that's unfortunate. If he could have made 2 more of those, completely different game. Isaiah Joe, once again, got the starting role and played 29 minutes tonight, which, wow, that's all I got to say about that. Wow. But he got 11 points there, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal as well. Went 3 of 4 from behind the arc, and that's great to see. Dort, he had 11 points, yeah, sure. And 3 steals, that's great. We know he's our defensive player. He's our best defensive player on our team. It's just the fact he's supposed to be a 3-and-D guy, but he goes 2 of 7 from behind the arc and 3 of 10 from the field. I feel like that's something going into next season he needs to really improve on if we want to get over that hump. He's had great games from shooting behind the arc. It's just a matter of fact he's very streaky in those regards. The bench, J. Will with 6 points, 2 of 5 from the field. Kenrick with 4 minutes somehow when he went 1 of 1. Perfect, 2 points. Aaron Wiggins, who's trying to save basketball. He couldn't tonight. Couldn't get any shots to fall at all, but it's fine. He had 3 boards as well. His plus-minus was plus 11. Josh Giddey, 11 minutes. Didn't really score all that much. He only took 3 shots, but, he's still a key integral part of this team. I feel like the ball does move better with him out there, and he does better off the bench, being as a 6-man, and I will stand by to that. Even though this game doesn't really show it when you look at the box score and the outcome, I still feel like that's the case. Cason Wallace, he also, same thing with Dort. He's going to be our 3-and-D guy coming off the bench, and he's going to need to improve on his actual shooting if he wants to be a viable option for us for years to come. All these guys have the potential to do that, and we know, and the good thing about this is we know what the problems are and what we need to fix. That's the good thing. We know what we need to work on and target in the offseason when we're talking about trades or free agency, and then also with our current players who are on contract, what they need to improve on in the offseason. We know those problems. I can guarantee you they're all going to work hard at improving them. It's just a matter of seeing if we can put it to use in the playoffs next year. Because like I said in the last video with a post-game reaction, like I mentioned before, 2024 wasn't our year. This wasn't part of like our time frame to win a championship. It was nice we got the 1 seed. Yes, it was nice we were one of the best teams in the league in the regular season. Yes, those were all great. And it was great we got that playoff experience especially against a team like the Mavs. Even though they were the 5th seed, they had 50 wins. The Western Conference was insanely tough this year. And so it was great to go to 6 games against a team of high caliber like the Mavericks, where they had an MVP candidate on their team, one of the greatest ball handlers of all time, and Kyrie Irving, who I think is the greatest ball handler of all time. And so it's just nice to get that experience against superstars like that on that Mavericks team, who also have solid role players that step up constantly. I think it showed us our role players also need to have games like that, and they need to get to the point where like guys like PJ Washington and Derrick Jones Jr. were going off on some nights and were the reasons they were winning games. And so I think this series really helped us learn a lot, and I feel like it can help us apply a lot in the next season and in the playoffs next year when we try to win a chip from 2025 to 2028. But that's all I got for this video, kind of running on now. Like I said before, just try to keep it positive in the comments. All right, yes, it's a loss. It's devastating. I know our feelings are, through the roof, fluctuating. But we just need to try to keep it positive, and I just want to see what you guys thought that really either shocked you or feel like we really did well at in the regular season, even in the playoffs, even though we didn't get the result we wanted. But I'll catch you guys in the next video.